Fantastic. Yeah. Body felt really good. Being able to get to all my pitches, my release point felt great. Just felt super athletic and loose.
Did your command start with the fastball today?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's a big foundation for all pitchers across the board, is being able to establish that and then throw everything off of it.
Hunter, Luke Manley told me recently that I asked him if you were trending towards being an ace. He said no doubt. Explain the length you're giving, the effectiveness you've had. Do you feel like you're checking all the right boxes as trending towards being an ace?
Yeah, I mean, that's for, the people to decide. I've already made up my mind of being one, but I feel like my process has been solid. I've been as consistent as I could be, but there's still a lot of work to put in, and the season's not over yet.
You had the walk, and it looked like you didn't feel well for a minute. You had the wild pitches. How did you kind of reset yourself to get back into it?
My mentality, being able to slow everything down and focus on the pitch I had to make, and I was able to do that.
You think about anything particular or focus on anything that got you through that at bat?
Understanding the hitter, and like I said, being able to slow down the situation and remember the pitches that I need to make, and knowing their strengths and their weaknesses, and being able to just locate.
And then you finished it with 99.7. Were you particularly reaching back? You kind of saved your fastest pitches recently from moments like that?
Yeah, I mean, just knowing how to pitch and understanding the situation, the prior swings that the hitters take, and just taking that into account.
There was a spot earlier in the season when we talked to you after a game, and you brought up how important going forward length was going to be for you. And you've obviously checked that box. What has made that length? How have you been able to achieve that?
A lot of work in the off season, being able to build my pitch, or not my pitch count, my adrenaline, my endurance, and just my process throughout the week. I've been able to recover a lot better this year, and that had a lot to do with my work in the off season and continuing to stay consistent and not get complacent during the season. It's easy. It's a long season. You get tired. You do the same routine, the same exercises, the same work day in and day out. It's easy to slip on those and think that even if you're doing well, thinking that, hey, I'm fine, I'll be okay this week. I did well last week, and if you get into that habit, it just snowballs. And I feel like in the past, there were times where I would do that, and that's just age. That's being young and not understanding the length of a season, and it's just being able to learn from those experiences and being able to make those adjustments.
This team's trying to stay in the playoff conversation. How much of that part of it motivate you when you're on the mound?
Yeah, I mean, my goal is to always win and to go out there and be as effective as possible for the team. So no matter if we're in it or not, I'm going to go out there and compete. But it's exciting time for the guys. Every game counts that much more, and I feel like we've been playing really good baseball lately.
After you walk Newport, you go 3-0 with the two wild pitches. Were you physically did it take a second to kind of get back physically all throughout?
Yeah, I mean, guys, I threw 7 innings with 1 run. I mean, if we don't have better questions to ask about that,
then you threw like 7 balls in a row there. You had only thrown like 14 before that in 5 4 2/3.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like you kind of got yourself recombobulated.
Yeah. I mean,
and so that's the question. It's like I was not trying to make it about that, and that's what I was avoiding. But you did. That was kind of the one time in the game where you lost that strike zone.
Yeah.
It was 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's dealing with adversity and being able to overcome it and make pitches. That's what it's about. So being able to do that, you got to do that. It's the only way that you get out of that inning is being able to do that. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Jeimer, what's it like watching Hunter Greene do work right now?
Like I said, he's a beast. I said that in a little bit. He's a guy that he's ready to every 5 days taking the ball, going to the mound. That you expect to have a W with him. So, man, he's dominating. He's throwing his fastball. He's throwing his slider. He's throwing his splitter. Whatever he want to do, he's doing it, and it's working for him. Hopefully, he could continue doing this and keep working hard and finish strong for us.
What's the mindset of the team right now at this stage of the season, fighting for a playoff spot?
The mindset for us is, take it day by day. Tomorrow is another day. Expecting to have a W, good atmosphere. The guys coming together every single day. That's what we want right there. That's when stuff started to click, and good vibes. A lot of things happen.
Do you feel like your home run kind of helped put the game away for Greene and for the rest of the team?
Yes, that's what I want to be. I want to be able to help my team win. That give us a little bit of secure there for Greene and Diaz and the guys, and that's what we want to do every time. Everybody in the lineup is putting themselves in a good position to drive some runs, and hopefully we can have the W and score some run for the guys. The guys are doing really well. We just got to be able to score some run for them and have a W.
Before this year, you had seen Hunter from the other dugout, from the plate. How is he different now than he has been the last couple of years?
He's pounding the zone. He's aggressive in the zone. He's putting his pitches in the right way. Locating pitches. When he have to throw the fastball, he throw the fastball. When I have to throw the off speed, he will throw it. But he's confident of all his pitches right now, and I think that's one of the main things that he's doing. His confidence on his pitches. That's what I see from first base. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
David, at this point, what else can Hunter Greene do to get better?
Yeah, he's going to. But, yeah, he's pitching great. I thought tonight just another step of, attacking conviction behind his pitches. I know the hitters pick up on that. And it's just, attack. I thought he did it with his best fastball a lot tonight. There's some splits early that I thought was a good approach, good slider, but I thought he mainly did it with his best fastball, especially when he really needed it.
It looked like he got sick maybe in the fifth. Was there any level of concern on your end there?
No, I didn't see it in the moment. I found out about it a little bit later, but yeah, it's just we're not exactly sure what's happened. I think he feels better after it happens. I think a lot of us feel like throwing up during the game sometimes, and it doesn't come out, so maybe he just feels better after that. So.
We, over the last 3 years with Hunter, there were so many starts where it was like right here we'd be talking about it being one pitch away. And I was thinking of the fifth inning, that's kind of like the spot. How much have you seen him kind of rise to those moments and win those moments this season?
Yeah, I think that's the difference, really, because a lot of games come down to a moment like that, and you can kind of sense it. And when Hunter believes in every pitch he's making, it's just, like he has to execute it, but the belief behind it is really all he needs, because he has the pitches to go with it. And I do think there's, when the pitcher's on the attack, it puts the hitters on their heels a little bit, and that's a tough one to explain, but that's kind of what I'm seeing.
How many sub-2 hour games played at this ballpark? Is that kind of a product of what Hunter was doing, just being efficient and just going through the lineup? I mean, obviously there's other factors, but it seems like he was the main factor.
Sure. I mean, he was a big part of it. Yeah, I mean, getting a lot of outs. Some deep counts. He had to work hard. We already talked about that, but a lot of strikes, attacking and working fast.
Earlier this season, after one of the games, Hunter sat in here and talked about he needs to find a way to get more length. He's obviously found that. How valuable is that for a manager and obviously for the team?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely shown and earned those opportunities, and you're still reading, and every day is not going to be the same. And we have pitchers down in our bullpen that we're confident bringing in big spots, so that's still going to happen. But when Hunter's pitching like that, a lot of times he's the best guy to be in those spots, just because he's so good, and he wants to be out there, and he believes he can do it. So makes it a lot easier to leave him out there, and whenever possible, we want to be able to do that. Thanks.